Good morning. Good morning, ladies. Um, Glad to have you all here. I'm really happy that you're able to join. I saw that some of us joined a bit earlier. I'm happy that we got to keep time. Thank you all for coming. We really have a good number. Hi, Linda, Ayomide, Madu. I see you got here even before the session started. Thank you so much. Chimezie. Good morning. How are you? Irene, Franca, Victoria. I'm really happy to have you all. I can see you're very active in the chat. I hope we'll maintain the same energy throughout the session. My name is Beryl. I'll be taking you through this session before my other colleague jumps in. I have my other colleague Sandra in the comment section. She'll be moderating this session. So you can ask any questions you have in the chat box. You can ask for clarifications. If you have any concerns, you can let us know. Sandra should be able to cater to you. And I also have my other colleague, Chidima. You're not able to see her. She's broadcasting this session from the back end. And we are really glad to have you all here. Linda, you had mentioned you hadn't received your certificate for last week, that is April and May. You should be.
Hi everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So sorry for the break in transmission. We actually kind of having a bit of technical challenge, but thank you very much, Beryl, for that. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. So please, I just want to make a confirmation. If you can see and hear me directly from where you are, please, you can do well to just signify in the comment section by just letting me know there in the chat section. If you can see and hear me, please, I would really, really, really appreciate that. Okay, let me see who um, whether I can get that confirmation from someone. If you can see and hear me directly, so please, just a yes in the comments. Okay, thank you very much, Joy. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. So, I'm so excited to be here with you today. It's actually going to be an exciting section. We are going to be looking at one of the most powerful topic I love to talk so much about, because every business actually revolve around, or every business success revolve around how to make a good marketing strategy. I have this quote they usually say: for every successful business you see out there is actually a marketing strategy that works for them, right? So before I go ahead, I just want to introduce myself first. My name is Johanna Ayuba. I'm a lead trainer with Impactor. I'm not here alone. I'm here with an army of people, right? So I'm here with Beryl. I think you saw Beryl earlier. So Beryl will be the moderator for this section. You'll be seeing more of Beryl in the comment section. So feel free, please, get to introduce yourself in the comment section. Tell us where you are joining us from, and we'll do well to acknowledge you as well. Then I have Chidima. Chidima is the broadcaster. They say what men can do, women can do far more better, right? So Chidima is actually our technical person at the back end of this transmission. She's the one trying to ensure that you can see and you can hear me, and she's trying to fix everything technical from behind, right? So thank you very much, Chidima, for that amazing job right there. So I want to really tend to welcome everyone that is here already. So please do well to just introduce yourself. Tell us where you are joining us from. I'll do well to acknowledge that. So I can see so much comment already in the comment section. I think the first person that joined was Linda Diapo. I can see Ayomi there. I can see Madu Angelica, Chimeze Agumba. I can see Irene Okonkwo. I can see Franca Eburu, Victoria Joseph, Victoria Joseph, Wally Finesse, Cheesy. I can see um, Nancy Realtors here Global. I can see Queen Joseph Etuk. I can see Chibuzo Biodun. I can see Chioma Mba. I can see Oge Blessing. Thank you very much all for joining. I can see Visma Culture. I can see Charles. I can see Abada Victory. I can see Madu Angelica, Messi Ekata, Usman Awoyemi, Ochepa Aisha. Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking out time to join, right? So let's keep the introduction coming. I can see Sharon Joseph, Marvelous, Uko, I can see Oge Blessing, Kiru Wonko, Miss OG. I can see Olivia Hope Okorafor. I can see Omosi. So sorry, and forgive me, please, if I do pronounce your name wrongly. So please just do well to also do so. I can see a lot of people from Lagos, Thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Henrietta from Lagos, Blessing from Lagos. I can see Franca from Delta State, Ogun State, Regina. Thank you very much all for joining. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot call every name here, so forgive me if I don't mean. I can see a kid from Lagos, Beauty from Osogbo, Marvelous from Cape State. Wow. I can see Anita from Cross River. Wow, that is so amazing. Hawa Saliu from Kano. A lot of people I can see. Ted Soma from Port Harcourt, Nigeria. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for those amazing responses. Thank you. Really appreciate. So today we are actually going to be looking at an amazing topic to all. We are going to see how to go about creating our digital marketing strategy, right? So it's a topic that I tell you that is so much going to be exciting. This is what you're actually looking for your business, especially. So let's dive right into the course, right? So number one, we are going to actually be looking at three amazing agendas to set a pace for us in this training, right? So the first, we're going to look at overall what is digital marketing. We're going to introduce you. I know there are so much definition around digital marketing, so much confusion or so much clarity you might need to get around digital marketing, what it entails and how you can go about it, right? Secondly, we're going to see how to discover digital marketing channels because there are so many different digital marketing channels out there. Some people are leveraging on social media, some people are using email, and a lot of others. So we're going to see all those channels and how you can better utilize them, how you can better make use of them, right? Then the last but not the least, we are going properly to see how we can build our digital marketing plan, right? How we can build our digital marketing plan, right? So let's go straight. So before we go ahead, I want to actually bring an opportunity right here for you from Google. We call it the free bootcamp made available from Google, which is called Hustle Academy. Google Hustle Academy is actually a free bootcamp where Google will take you through an intense 1 week training of digital marketing, how to design your financial model, how to do your pitch, and how to develop your business plan and all of that. So it's actually a comprehensive business package, right? You are going to have more practical ideas, more practical section of what it entails to build your business, your digital marketing, your pitch, your financial model, and all of that. So this training is actually free. You can do well to register if you're interested. The link will be dropped right there in the comment section from one of our moderators. So please take that opportunity, just sign up, and you receive an invitation once the next cohort is happening. So like I said, it's actually totally free. You're not going to pay anything for that. So I would advise you actually take opportunity of that, right? So great. I can see a lot of um okay. Messi say, if I haven't gotten a feedback from Hustle Academy after 2 weeks, can I apply again? No, you don't need to apply. Like I earlier said, it's actually in badges, it's actually in cohort, right? So for every cohort, people that apply within that period of application, they tend to shortlist them for the particular cohort that is coming in next. So you don't need to apply, you will definitely be shortlisted for the next cohort, right? So your data are already there. So as the applications are coming in, people are being shortlisted for the next available cohort, right? So you don't need to apply for that. So great, thank you very much for that question. So right now we are going to be looking at what digital marketing is. And like I said, before I go further, let me just take a little step back. I so much love the energy. I so much love the engagement. So let's make this thing as interactive as possible, right? I want to hear questions. I want to also get responses from people, right? So when I ask, I want to get responses from you. While you ask, I also try as much as possible to respond to you. So please feel free. Please use the comment section there. So before we go forward, I want to ask from everybody, what opportunities do you think you might get from being online or from putting your business online? Let me see the opportunities that people have already gotten or you think you might get from being online, right? So let me see who is going to be my first responder. Um, so let's see. What opportunities do you think you might get from being online or your business have already gotten from being online? I know some people have already positioned their businesses online. So if you can just share with us what opportunities you were able to get. Okay. You cannot Ekina just said more visibility. Ugonas actually has agreed to that by saying visibility as well. Linda agree also with that visibility, more sales and networking. Joy also agree with that, more visibility and sales. Mercy also said awareness. That is so amazing. So it's actually amazing how we are all connected to the same kind of opportunities, right? So definitely we tend to understand that being online has actually been one of the most source of visibility. Anita also confirmed that more visibility. Aisha say more leads, more sales, grow faster. Joy say increase sales, absolutely. More sales by Abigail too. Sharon say network and sales, absolutely. So all these answers are actually amazing and they are actually correct, right? So Ayomide say, do I need to own a business before I can register for Google Hustle Academy? No, you don't need. Actually, you don't need to. Oluchi say more sales. Okay, I can see some international connection by Mrs. OG, international connection and sales. Yes, Nifty Lily said more visibility as well. So thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for those amazing responses. That is the energy I'm talking about, right? So now let me tell you why we tend to let people know that being online is actually an amazing opportunity that everyone needs to jump on, right? So being online is actually an amazing opportunity that everyone needs to jump on. Now, there are over 747 million SIM connections in sub-Saharan Africa right now. Over 747 million SIM connections. And when you hear SIM connection, it's either by direct smartphones or even smaller devices. Already they are connected. 91% of South Africans own mobile phones already, with 80% in Kenya and Nigeria as well. So you can see how so much people have access to phones already. So you can believe me that a lot of people are already connected. Then last but not the least, you get to understand that some 65% of these active mobile phone users in Nigeria have already shopped online, right? 65% of active mobile shop. So either by just requesting for people's product via WhatsApp, via Facebook, Instagram, and all of that, right? So they have actually shopped online. So this is one factor you need to take note of, right? So now, and this is why we say this, there's a rule we call the 80-20 rule, right? Which we say 80% of your sales usually come from 20% of the population for most brands, right? So let me give you an instance. If you are in a current location and you have been selling your product, your services, and all of that, most of your sales come from at least 20% of the population that actually comes to your business. Most of your sales come from at least 20% of the population at that particular moment, right? So businesses must find how to target their audience to stay relevant. Now, why we are saying 80% of your sales come from 20% of the population is to tell you that not the entire population in that particular location are actually your target customers, right? So there are specific people that you need to focus on to target because those are your real customers at the moment, right? Then the act of reaching, just like a lot of us have said, the act of reaching more people globally is one of the opportunities we tend to get from being online, right? So you get to research about what is happening, what is trending around your location using tools like Google Trends, right? So Google Trends give you the capacity to look at what is trending in a particular location, what kind of product are selling, and all of that, so that you can know how to better leverage on those kind of opportunities to increase your visibility or sales, right? Then one of the greater opportunities you get from being online also is to get to learn more about your customers. You tend to learn more about your customers because there are tools, even from our social media pages, from our website, that helps us to give us an analysis of how your audience are doing, where they are coming from, and how you can better optimize your website or your social media handle to actually retain them or attract more, right? So you get to learn more about your customers because naturally traditional marketing will not give you that opportunity, right? But when you position your business online, you tend to see where your customers are coming from which region, which gender is more dominant about your product, what is the age group of your target customers, and all of that. All this you get to learn from being online, right? Then you gain insight with social media analytics, just like I said, so you can be able to see where your customers are coming from, how many number of page likes you have at the moment, how many comments you have, where are they located, where are they coming from. All those things can be gotten from your social media analytics. Now, This is one of the amazing opportunity from positioning your business online. You get, or you have the opportunity to build your audience profile. Now, when I mean by building your audience profile, it has to do with content. Number one, how are they reacting to your messages? So when you post, when you send out messages, when you send out email to your customers, you get to see how many people have opened it, how many people have clicked on any relevant link in that message, right? And also on your social media profile, you get to know the kind of content people are actually engaging with the most. If today you post a video and tomorrow you post an image, then next tomorrow you post a written content, you can do a comparison between these three. How are people reacting to them? Which of the content are people reacting to the most? So that you can better know how to build your audience profile as regards to content that they like or they patronize, right? Then your audience, you get to know also who are you reaching, right? So these platforms, social media analytics, Google Analytics helps you to even know an overview of who your audience are, what is their age range, where are they located, where are they coming from, and all of that, right? So audience is also one of the key factors that helps you in building your audience profile. Conversion has to do with taking action, not necessarily buying, right? So you can wish somebody just click or download any of your videos. You can wish somebody contact you, call you via the phone. So all can be taken as conversion. So conversion can also be sales. So how many people are taking action? How many people are buying? All this helps you in building, and you can get most of this data right directly from these digital platforms that we're encouraging, especially the social media, email, marketing you run, the website you own, and all of that, right? Then traffic sources is very important. Where are they coming from, right? So, like I earlier said, at some point, 80% of what you sell are usually coming from 20% of the population, right? So now you begin to ask yourself, where is that 20%? Where are they coming from? How can I reach them, and all of that? So that is how you get to build your audience profile when you're online. Now, communication is also key, and there are amazing platforms that allows you to communicate and provide support to your customers. Places like review section, right? So if you're on Google My Business, you get to see how customers leave review for your businesses, how you can also jump and also respond to most of these reviews, right? So even via social media handles, sometimes you can run survey forms, get to hear people what they are saying about your business, and how you can also get reviews and support about what your business is offering or the kind of product you are selling. All this can be achieved, right? So just take a little step back and understand, when there was no digital platform, how are these most of these things achieved? How difficult were they at that time to get people to leave review, to get to provide support from customers from the comfort of your home, to get to respond to customers' query without having to go to your physical shop, and all of that. So all these are amazing opportunities that has been presented to us by this digital space, right? So this is basically the introduction to what digital marketing scope is all about, and how you can leverage on that to get more opportunities around your businesses, and why we encourage a lot of people to take that opportunity to position their businesses online and see how they can better optimize visibility, how they can better optimize their sales, how they can better optimize their customer and the numbers of revenue they generate at the end of the month, quarter, or the year, right? So this is just an introduction to what the whole concept of digital marketing. So I want to pause here for question. If you have question as regards to this first agenda we treated, please do well to ask in the comment section. By all means, if you have question, please ask in the comment section, and also try as much as possible to respond. I have amazing set of moderators, Sandra and Beryl, trying to ensure that they fix everything. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for that. So please, if you have question, the floor is now open. You can do well to ask your question so that we tend to take those questions. So please, if you have question, please ask. Okay, Nifty Lily say, how do I support a customer as a business owner? Actually, thank you very much for that question, right? So you can actually support your customer by giving those customers support channels to reach you in case of any problem, right? So let's say, for instance, you're running businesses, and customers that buy from you probably need support in learning how to install, or learning how to follow a guide to use your product or services. You can actually put a number, you can actually put a special social media handle that you can use, right? So like, for instance, banks, in Nigeria do have a special Twitter handle, a verified Twitter handle, where the moment you tag them with a response, they have somebody to 24 hours waiting for those kind of questions to answer them, right? So you can set up a support channel, either call, either WhatsApp line, or either a social media handle in which they can directly contact you, and ensure that you are always available in that particular support channel that you created. Those, thank you very much for that question. So let's see any more question, please. If you have question, please, you can do well to ask your question so that we take on that, right? So please, if you have question. Okay. Okay, Choma said, this dunk mails on my inbox advertising their product. How do they get my email address in relation to email marketing? Absolutely. Thank you very much for taking note of that, right? So it's actually under email marketing, and they got your email. For some, they can spam, but there are some that actually got it legally from you, right? So Choma, you perform probably an activity online where you get to sign up maybe for a free stuff. Maybe you saw an advertisement to download a free PDF, to sign up for a webinar on all of that. So all these things are factors that lead to them having your own email. So now this is what people do for people to get your email. There's what we call lead magnet kind of strategy. Lead magnet is a way where you tend to offer people free stuff to be able to get their contact information. So you were probably offered a free services, probably a free guide, a free PDF document, a free webinar, and or a free trial actually for a particular service you saw online. So through those kind of things, or you actually subscribe for their newsletters, I don't know, but those are the instances where they tend to get your email addresses and begin to market to you. um So thank you very much for that question. I hope you understand how they got your email address, right? So thank you very much for that question. It's actually amazing. So while other questions keep coming in, I will actually go proceed to the next agenda for today, which is actually a very special one, and you need to properly pay attention to all the channels that we are going to explain so that you better understand and know that every business cannot do everything at the same time. So you get to know which channel you can leverage on for your business, right? So first, we're going to be looking at the digital marketing channels we have currently, right? So now we have over 6 digital marketing channels that we're going to be looking at. So the first one is search engine optimization, and search engine optimization is basically learning how to optimize. Number one, you need to take note of one thing: you cannot do search engine optimization without having a website, right? So that is the criteria right there in the first instance. So take note of that, as search engine optimization has to do with people that have website. So if your business doesn't have a website, there's no even point putting or trying to narrow down your marketing around search engine optimization. So search engine optimization has to do with optimizing your website so it shows up more often in search engine results. So it's just basically when people search for you and those options tend to appear on Google. Those options are usually website, right? So that is how search engine. So we're going to explain better later. Then we have search engine marketing, which has to do with paying directly to Google so that you don't have to optimize your website. So now there are two similar but different things. One is search engine optimization. Search engine optimization has to do with you optimizing your website. You do the work, you ensure you have more content on your website, you give quality content, and Google begins to rank you and appear on first pages, right? And it's actually free. But for search engine marketing, probably you want to tell Google that, okay, I'm a big boy, I'm a big business, I don't have time to actually optimize my website to create content. So I'm just paying so that you tend to make me appear on the first page. So that is how search engine marketing works. Then thirdly, we have what we call social media marketing. So social media marketing is basically using social media networks to gain traffic, attention, and reach a lot of new people. So you tend to leverage on your social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and all of that to actually market your product and services. Then number four, we have what we call display marketing, right? So display marketing has to do with raising online billboards, online banners, right? The same way we see traditionally around us, where businesses tend to raise billboards, raise banners across the market square, run about popular stations and all of that. So you get to also raise those kind of billboards, but you are raising them online, right? So I remember I can know, and maybe I can be sure that a lot of us have seen instances where you go to website, you are trying to search for something, you see all these pop-up banners appearing by the side, on top, or by the left or by the right on the website, right? So that is how display marketing works. Then quite also, I know a lot of us have already heard about email marketing. We have seen how email marketing can be, and how people try to reach us or sell their product or services via email, just like what Chioma did ask, right? So I think the name is Chioma, right? Mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, the name is Choma. So just like, yeah, Choma did ask how people tend to get her emails to be sending her marketing campaigns and all of that. So that is how email marketing works. Then we have the overall of them, of which we call content marketing. And content marketing is actually king. Content marketing has to do with creating relevant content that has to do with your business, that has to do with people, what people are looking for, that has to do with what people are searching for or problems people are facing, right? So content marketing can be creating videos, content marketing can be creating podcasts, content marketing can be holding webinar, content marketing can be even be creating PDF document, blog posts, and all of that, right? So content marketing is overall you trying to supply your customers or your intended customer with the needed information they want all around in the internet space. Anytime they are searching for anything that has to do with your business, they have an inquiry, they can quickly or see your content as the solution to what they are looking for. So that is how content marketing works. So now, getting started with search engine, I know I did explain the difference between search engine marketing and search engine optimization, where I said search engine optimization is actually you optimizing your website, trying to put more content, trying to make it more relevant, more qualitative and authoritative for Google to make you appear on the first instance. You know that you have thousands and millions of websites already on the internet, and probably even thousands of businesses doing the same thing you are doing. So everybody is trying to compete for the first page anytime a customer is searching for you and all of that. So for you to ensure that you appear on the first page, you have to do a lot of optimization of your website. Now, this is a simple example of how search marketing works, right? So when you somebody or your customer is searching for something, let's say the customer is trying to type for a look for a camera online, and he search, we call the place that particular, we call it the search query. He uses a particular keyword, right? So the keyword he uses to search for that particular camera is what people in search engine optimization leverage on to have content, to have product, to have services that will align with what people are searching for. So you see the first option that appear, which is the camera, and also the first website that appear is what we call the paid text, and that is where, or that is what search engine marketing does. So it tends to just break all barriers and make your product appear on top, irrespective of whether your website has the needed content or more. So people pay for them to appear up. Then below it is what we call the organic search listing. That is where people under search engine market optimization fall under. They don't pay. They try as much as possible to just optimize their website, have all the relevant content they need for them to appear in the search result page, right? So that is how it works. Now, if you want to get started with search engine market optimization, there are some basic few steps that you can start with. Remember, I said the first step is ensuring you have a website, right? So when you have a website, you need to first sign up to Google Search Console. Signing up to Google Search Console is more of you submitting your website to Google, telling Google that, okay, I have a website. Please, you can go through my website and know what I have in there. Anytime someone is searching for me, just bring out the content and make it available for Google. Now, there's what we call sitemap. Sitemap is more like the hierarchy of how your website is appearing. We know sometimes if we search for something on Google, we can see the results showing us the about page of the website, the home page of the website, some pages of the website, right? So Google Maps helps you to appear in such a manner where it breaks down how the pages of your website and which one of them to show at the right time. Then helping Google find you and understand your content has to do with creating accurate post, creating accurate blog posts on your content on your website. All needs to be quality. You need to have good titles, good headlines, and all of that. So it's very, very important because you're actually competing. It's free, so the competition is high on this rate, right? It's very important you optimize your website to meet those standards. Then let me give you some few tips if you are running search engine optimization. The first tip I want to give you is ensure you run keyword research. And why do we encourage that? every customer, everybody going to Google to search for something, use a particular phrase or term to search for it, right? So you need to understand what are the kind of words or sentences people use when they are looking for your product or when they are looking for your services. So those key sentences, those key phrases are what you leverage on to create content. If somebody is saying, I want to learn how to make wig, you need to also have a video, a PDF document, or a blog post on your website telling people how to make wig. So it's very, very important you run keyword research, and there are tools that helps us to do that, right? You can check Google Keyword Planner, you can check SEMrush, you can check Moz. All of that will help you knowing the kind of keyword people are searching or researching around your business. Then publish highly and useful content is very, very important. If after people have seen your page or website and automatically land on that website and they tend to see not a quality content on that particular website, it will not actually be good for you at that particular moment. So you need to ensure that you publish useful and high quality content. Then last but not the least, make your web pages search friendly. It's very, very important, especially mobile compatibility. You need to ensure that your website is mobile friendly or search friendly as well, so that you can be able to have or accommodate people coming from different devices, whether smartphone or laptops or even iPads and all of that. So it's very, very important you make your website search friendly. Now, you can further build or get more visibility. I know we talked about Google My Business. Um, we talked about Google My Business. So, Google My Business helps you to also boost further visibility because you can share your business updates, upcoming events, deals, and even special coupons and offers. And you get to also respond to reviews, just like someone was asking, how do I get to get reviews or respond to reviews? So, you can leverage on Google My Business to get reviews about your businesses and also create, because Google My Business helps you to do two amazing stuff, right? Google My Business helps you to appear on Google Maps and also on Google Search. So you can create a Google My Business account for those of us that don't have a website. So it's more like a business profile that helps you to showcase anytime someone is searching for you online. So the moment you sign up to Google My Business, you can basically appear in two places, on Google Search result page and also on Google Map. And it's actually an amazing way to create visibility for your businesses. And now, having a Google My Business account has to do with you updating those kind of information, making posts through the Google My Business account so that your content can stay fresh. So there's actually what we call the free marketing kit from Google for Google My Business, where you get to see free sticker, poster, social media posts, and more for your business profile on Google My Business. So the link will also be dropped in the chat section where you get to see all the free stickers that you can leverage on to be making posts around your business, right? So that is it for that. Now, for people that usually get confused, just like I did, yeah, my first experience with search engine optimization and search engine marketing actually was not funny, right? So trying to understand the difference, trying to understand, oh, the names are almost similar. What do they do? How can I even differentiate them at that particular point was a challenge for me, right? So how do you differentiate search engine optimization and also search engine marketing is very important. Number one, for search engine optimization, you need to know that it is actually totally free. You are not paying anything. You just are working towards ensuring that your website have all the needed content people are searching for. But for search engine marketing, you get to pay Google. You tell Google, oh, I don't have strength, I don't have energy for all of these processes and all of that. Just make sure my website appear and I'll pay the amount of money that is needed, right? So that is how search engine marketing works. Then optimizing your keyword. In search engine optimization, you optimize keyword. When I mean optimize keyword, you look for keyword or phrases or sentences people are looking for online. So or are using to search online. So when you get those keywords, you now begin to create content around those keywords. So, but for search engine marketing, you are bidding for those keywords, right? You are paying Google to say, okay, for every time someone uses this statement or this word to search online, let my business appear. Let my business appear. So you are bidding. You are telling Google, these are the keyword I want my business to appear anytime someone is using them. Then, but you need to understand that for search engine optimization, because it's free, it actually takes times to rank or to propagate. It takes an amount of time for you to begin to appear or see result in the first place, right? So, but for search engine marketing, you can strictly or directly go to the front page immediately the moment you start, right? So that is how it works. Now, how do you get started first with search engine marketing for those of us that wants to go directly and pay Google and say, hey, I don't have the energy to run search engine optimization. Let's just go with search engine marketing. Number one is by creating campaign. That is the Google Ads campaign. You log into Google Ads, that is ads.google.com. You select the kind of campaign you want to run, which is a search campaign. You select the goal of your campaign. Do you want to make sales? Do you want to create awareness? Do you want to generate more leads? Then pick the right keywords actually. So you want to tell Google, okay, for every word or this kind of words that people mention or people begin to call, I want my business to appear anytime these people mention this kind of keyword. Then you now go ahead to write your ad or design your ad, the message is going to be like, what are you going to tell people when they come across your ad and all of that. So that is how to get started with search engine marketing. Now, let me run you through some few tips, just like I did with search engine optimization, right? About search engine marketing. Number one is you need to optimize your keyword list. You need to ensure that the keywords you are going to submit to Google are actually those keywords people are searching for, because Google is going to leverage on that to make sure your ads appear, right? Then you get to also boost your ad with extension. Extension has to do with exposing your website to more links, exposing your visitors to more links or pages from your website. Then you also, last but not the least, ensure you connect your analytics account. Connecting your analytics account has to do with getting information about how your advert is performing, what people or where are they coming from, how are they doing, what pages are they clicking, who is referring them, are they coming through social media, through your ad or through a referral link, and all of that. So analytics helps you to get all those insight about how your ads or your campaign is actually going, right? Then now we talked about this third most amazing platform to actually help in growing your business is actually social media platform, right? And what does social media helps you to do? Social media helps you to generate more sales. Actually, you get to generate more sales, add value to your brand. So you get to see businesses that will come out on news or not said, okay, we are available on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Do well to follow us on any of our handles. Those kind of activities actually adds value to your brand, right? So when you tell people that we are on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we are on Twitter, so you are trying to tell your audience that you take into account all their needs. So if there are some of your customers that cannot or are not active on Facebook and but are active on Twitter, you can tell them we have our own Twitter account. If they are not active on Twitter but they're active on Facebook, you can also give them the option to also connect with you on Facebook. So having those variety of options actually add value to your brand. You get to take all your customers along, not just having only one social media handle, right? Then it helps you to improve your marketing, know what people are saying, the kind of content people are liking about your business, the kind of products people are liking, and what they are saying about your business, and how to better optimize your marketing activities. So all these things helps you a lot in social media marketing, right? Now, don't forget we have actually also on social media marketing, we have what we call the organic social media. We also have the paid social media. So let me remove the word organic and just replace it with the word free. So we have free social media and we also have the paid social media. So the free social media is actually the one a lot of us are actually making use of. We just have a Facebook page and Instagram page. We are just posting. We are not paying anything to make those kind of posts, right? So those are the kind of free social media. So, but it has its limitation. You will only reach your followers and their friends. So you cannot exceed the people that are following you, right? So that's why you see a lot of people trying to encourage people to follow them, to have more audience, more followers. So your post cannot go beyond those people that are actually following you. But when we come to the paid social media, right? So this is where you get to pay Google, right? By running campaigns, running advertisement. So you get to pay for all the page likes, all the views and comments that you get, right? Then, but it has a greater advantage because you can reach anyone, people that are not even following, people that are not in the same location as you are, people that are beyond your current region. So you get to also follow, or you get them to see your content as well. Now, if you want to get started with actual social media marketing, you can actually get. I know some of us who have already started on that, so you need to understand that it's very important. I gave a reference that most of your 80% of your sales actually comes from 20% of your audience, right? And why do we say that? Because not everybody is your target audience. So the first step in social media marketing is identifying your target audience. How do you identify your target? By knowing their demographics, their location, their profession, their interests, and also behavior. It's very, very important you identify who they are. When you identify all your target audience, then the second step you do is to identify which social media channels to use. All these or target audience, are they on Facebook, Twitter, is LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, or YouTube? So when you get to understand where they are, then you pick a platform that you're going to use. Then ensure that you post engaging content regularly when you begin to run your social media marketing. It's very important. Consistency is key. Don't post a content today and wait till after 1 month, 2 months. People will forget your brand. People will not even remember you again. So ensure you post photos, pictures, blog posts, infographics, and even run live broadcasts at some point so that people will always remember you anytime they come across your business or services. Now, I love giving tips, right? So I'm also going to give social media tips for you on this note. The first one is always set yourself a goal. What do you want to achieve? What do you want to cap out for your business? So at some point, if you want to achieve more sales or you want to achieve more followers on your Instagram, put the numbers there. Tell yourself, how can I go about it? What I need to do to achieve that particular thing. So it's very important you set yourself a goal. Then secondly, understand your audience is very, very important. Like I said, not everybody is going to buy from you. Not everybody is your target audience at that particular point. Then consistency and regular update. Consistency is key. People need to keep seeing you at their doorstep or at their phones or in their devices or on their social media handles. So you need to always be consistent when running that. Now, there are different forms of content marketing you can actually go for. You can either be developing videos contents, which we call the vlogging, right? So you can either be creating videos for your customers, especially those that spend much time on YouTube or on Instagram. You can either create blog posts for those that love to read. You can also create case studies and also guide for people to download and make reference to anytime they are in it. So these are the kind of content marketing you can actually leverage on. Now, for those that want to actually go with content marketing, and I'm going to tell you all these um channels and how you can leverage on them based on campaign goals, based on what you are trying to achieve for your business. So number one is build your customer profile. So you need to understand your customers, their demographics, their location, their kind of interest. What do they like? Do they even like watching video in the first place? Do they like reading and all of that? So you need to know how to build a customer profile, then map your users journey, identify the steps users take from awareness to purchase. So when people see you, do they ask questions, or do they proceed to the second stage of the funnel by considering you or by engaging with you, by attending your webinars and all of that? All these are things you need to consider. Then use content to generate business. It's very, very important. By giving value, you tend to collect people's money. So it is how much of value people drive from you that they become loyal and they become your consistent customer. So you need to always generate content so you can create free videos, free guide on how to do a lot of processes around your business and all of that, just to guide people and for you to appear to them as an authority in that field, as also a mentor, and they can easily connect with you and buy from you. And now, tips for content marketing has to do with use content to facilitate the sales process. Always ensure that you create content to appeal to people so that they can buy from you. Then you can also use storytelling method to engage with your audience. A lot of people like stories. A lot of people want to hear your experience and all of that. So you can use storytelling method to engage with your audience. Then this distribute the content to maximize reach. You can put the content across different platforms, and at the end of it, ensure you measure your performance. And if it's not performing well, how do you better optimize, right? So it's very, very important to know how your content is doing, how many likes are you getting, and all of that. So you get to also um optimize those kind of activities when they are not performing well. So you can get to also communicate at scale. I think email, I've talked about email marketing, how you can create personalized content, collect feedback from people, connect with already engaged customers, right? Or audience. So email marketing is a way of reaching out to more people through emails in the form of sales, creating more awareness, getting feedbacks, or connecting or engaging with your customers as well. So email marketing is also very important for you to take note of. And how do you go about starting your email marketing campaign? You have to first of all understand that email marketing is not the same thing as the regular emails we send from our Gmail and all of that. Email marketing comes from a special platform which we call email marketing platform. So you can check platforms like MailChimp, Active Campaign, Sending Blue, and all of that. So all these are amazing email marketing platform which helps you to personalize and create mass emailing list for you. You can send bulk email, personalize those email by calling people with their names and all of that, all at the same time with just simple instruction based on the contact details you have. Then you get to build a list of relevant contacts. It's very important also to create contact list on your email marketing platform so that you know who you are sending your emails to, or if they belong to different segment as well, right? So that is how to get started with email marketing. And now, what are the tips for success? I said I love giving tips, right? Always ensure that you segment and group the list for relevant content. Let's say you are running a business that sells different products or provide different kind of services. Ensure you have different segments of your list or contacts that are actually peculiar to a particular product or peculiar to a particular service you're offering, so that you know the kind of email you send to Mr. A and you know the kind of email you send to Mr. B. Then secondly, keep it simple and set and test your email across different devices. You know, some people can open it on a smartphone, some people can open it on a laptop or desktop, and also ensure that you actually test your email and see how it appears or how the view is like across these devices. Then one of the amazing benefit of email marketing, it helps you to measure and see the open rate, right? You get to see how many people have actually opened the email, how many people have clicked on any link you have actually imputed on that email. So that is one benefit of it. Now, I'm going to post here for question. Please, if you have question as regards to digital marketing channels that we just discussed, so please feel free. Thank you very much, Sandra and Beryl. I can see how you guys have been engaging with responding to these questions. So please, you can do well to trust them to answer your question properly. So thank you very much, everyone, for such an amazing engagement thus far in the comment section. So please, if you have question, you can easily or quickly just ask in the comment section. So please do well to proceed. Ask your question if you have any. I'll actually be glad to respond to some of them, right? So if you have question, please go ahead, ask, and I'll respond. So okay, Linda say, well done, Joanna. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, I can see a lot of activities around attendance certificates. All those will be sorted out. I think Sandra is on top of it. So don't worry. They will all be sorted out. I can promise you that. So while I wait for the question, because we are actually we have time cap on this particular training, we need to also wrap up in the next 10 minutes, right? So that we call it a day. So I think I will go straight to the last agenda, while I also expect or wait for question from all of us. So please, we'll go. You can keep the question coming in. I think Sandra will and Barry will also do well to attend to some of those questions. Right. So now the last agenda for today is one of the most important. I wish you can get your pen and paper to actually drop this, because it's actually going to be an interesting section, right? So, building your digital marketing plan, there are basic steps I'm going to be outlining to show you how to go about building your digital marketing plan, right? So, now building your digital marketing plan, there are 6 steps to look at when building your digital marketing plan. The first step is your business goals and objectives, and I'm going to also um, explain that for you, your business goals and objectives. Second step is your budget and resources. You need to understand your budget and resources as well. The number three step is your audience. So we are going to explain all of them. So I'm just running through them. Then number four is your you deciding the channels. You remember I just introduced you to 6 amazing channels that you can actually leverage on to actually build or to connect with your customers, right? So there are 6 amazing channels that you need to also at this stage decide. Then number 6 is plan your activity. Plan your activity has to do with summing up the entire step 1 to 4 process and executing. Then the last but not the step has to do with setting KPIs or smart KPIs to measure the success of your overall activities, whether it's working or not. And if it's not working, how can you do, or how can you better optimize and make it work based on the data you got or based on the kind of things that is happening. So it's very important you also take note of that. So now, going first to step 1, what do we mean by business goals and objective? Every business, whether new or old, need to have a particular goal it wants to achieve, and what are the objectives around that business. So your business needs to have a particular goal, right? So every marketing campaign revolves around what you want to achieve. What is the goal you want to achieve? So your business have to have. So I'm going to be giving an example of a particular business called Monday. She's a hairdresser, and for her as a business, her business goal is to get more customers through her door, right? To get more customers through her door, whether they are new or past, and make more people in her area know about her. So that is her goal. That is what she wants to achieve with her marketing campaign, right? So your goal can be to make more sales. Your goals can be to create more visibility. Your goal can be to reach wider or new market, right? So that is how what a business goal is, right? So that is from Mondil. So her business goals and online objectives have to align, right? So business goal is just what you want to achieve. Online objective, because you are actually performing an activity online, you need to also align it with that. So let's say your business goal is to make more people aware you exist. So if you want to make it an online objective and to be able to use some tools online to achieve that, it has to be more like you want to increase online awareness and reach, right? So online awareness has to do with creating that awareness on the internet, not locally in your area. If your business goal is to sell more products, you can say your online objective to be to increase website sales because people buy from you on your website, not on the physical store, right? So if your business goal is to get found by more people, so you can say your online objectives to be increase your social media page likes or follows from your customer. That is how to get found by people on the internet, right? So examples of online objectives can be increase traffic to your website, increase online sales, increase your social media page likes, or even increase your reach and awareness. But for we are actually encouraging these particular online objectives for everybody because we are encouraging you to go digital, right? So second step is about budget and resources. Now let's take for go back to Monday, the hairdresser, right? She needs to know what is possible for her. How much does she have? What can she spend? How much can she afford for her marketing campaign, right? So for her at this stage, she says she don't have a website yet, and it's too much of an investment for her right now, right? So remember, I told you that there are marketing channels that has to do with you having or owning a website. So for Mendel at this particular moment, that means she totally cannot carry out search engine optimization and search engine marketing because she doesn't have a website and she don't have the budget to do that. So that is how to go about planning your digital marketing strategy. Knowing what is possible. Do you have the budget? Do you have the resources to do that? And if you do, what channels can you go with, right? Then the third most important step is after you understand your budget and resources, what you have, is trying to narrow down who your audience are, who are you targeting, where are they located, what is their interest, what is their likes, and what is their hobbies, right? So you need to know who your audience are. It's very, very important. For Mondale, she's targeting females in her local area, mostly her most valuable customers, they are above 30 years. They normally have children, work part-time, and most of them are on Facebook. So you can see how detailed Monday can be. She knows their age group, she knows the kind of work they do, and the platform they spend their time. So it's very, very important. You also do that for your business, right? So now the third step, which is also the most important step, I think we highlighted all these channels in the second agenda, right? Knowing the marketing channels to use. Now, remember, if you understand your business goals and you now understand your budget and resources, the third step was for you to understand your audience. And understanding your audience has to also do with knowing where you can reach them, where they spend their time, where you can target them the most. So let's take, for instance, your online objective is to increase online reach and awareness, right? So you can run the marketing channels that is best suited for reach and awareness is display marketing, right? Display marketing has to do with raising billboards, banners, and all of that online, right? So I bet you can be seen when you go to website where you tend to see pop-up banners and all of those things appearing on the internet, right? So that is how you tend to create awareness for your business. So if you want to increase online website sales, you know the marketing channels to leverage on always search engine marketing, search engine optimization, and at some point email marketing as well. Because search engine marketing, search engine optimization has to do with website. So if you want to increase traffic, you go with that as well. If you want to increase social media loyalty, where people connect with you the more, is social media, you can go with email marketing and content marketing as well. So that is how you align your marketing channels with the objective you want to achieve, right? So now choose a channel based on your target audience is very, very important. You can do an inbound marketing, right? You can also do an outbound marketing strategy that attracts customers by creating valuable content tailored to them. That is how inbound marketing works. When you are talking about marketing strategy that pushes messages to customers or to potential customers anywhere they are, is what we call the outbound marketing. So you can always adopt that to achieve your campaign. Then the fifth step, or second to the last step, is planning your activity. Remember, I said you carry out a lot of activity from step 1 to 4. So this is at this stage, this is where you entirely put together whatever you need. the kind of resources you need. If you need to build a website, this is the stage where you need to build a website. If you don't have a social media profile, this is the stage where you plan or build your social media profile. Let's say, for instance, for Monday, her online objectives are to reach more people. She doesn't have a website yet, and how could she use now? Or how can she plan her activity? So the first thing for Monday to do is to create a Google My Business account and create a free website. She can actually create a free website. That is amazing. If you can remember, we talked about how you can create a free website on Google My Business. Then she set up a Facebook page because her audience are on Facebook. So she needs to set up a Facebook page and also leverage on social media marketing. That is the paid social media to be able to reach more people and all of that. Then the final, last but not the least step, which we call the setting smart KPIs, have to do with knowing how to measure your overall activity from step one to step five, right? Knowing whether you have succeeded or not. And setting smart KPI has to be ensuring that your objective is specific, is actually measurable, you can attain it, is relevant to your business, and also is time sensitive. Time sensitive in the sense that you put a time bound to it. At what period in time do you want to achieve that particular objective so that you can be able to know whether you're approaching to your goal or not, right? So smart KPIs can be as simple as to increase your online sales by 20% within 3 months, right? So you can see how this goal is specific. It is actually measurable because the cap there is 20% and it's time sensitive within the next 3 months. So that is how to go about setting. So now let me give you a simple overview of how a simple digital marketing plan can be for Monday. So she wrote her business goal to reach more people in her local area, get more customers through her. Her audience now are female within the age of 39 to 45 in her local area. Now her customers are from past customers as well. Then the channel she wants to leverage on are local SEO, right, and Facebook. Then her activity can be basically to build website and boost visibility on Google as well, use Facebook advertising. Then her channel she wants to leverage on is to create online reach and awareness, a returning customer. Then the smart objective she set for herself is to increase Facebook page likes from new people by 20% within the next month, right? So please, this is how the summary of your digital marketing plan is looking like that. So remember the sixth step: your business goals and objective, your budget and resources, your audience, decide what channels to use, plan your activity, and lastly, measure using the smart KPI. So I think we have come to the last part of the agenda for today. So please, I hope you all enjoy the section, and I don't know that yet until I get that confirmation from you. So please, if you have question, ask. And if you totally enjoy the section and understand what we discussed, please you can do well to drop a yes for me in the comment section. I would so much appreciate that as a feedback from you. So thank you very much for that. So if you have question, you can do well to ask your question. And the attendance link has also been shared. So please do well to take note of that as well. Thank you very much, Linda, for that. I can see my first yes coming from Linda. Yes. Thank you very much, Abigail. Thank you very much, Yusuf, for that. Yes, yes, yes. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. So please ensure you fill your attendance form. It's very important, especially for the certificate, right? Especially for the certificate. Thank you very much, everyone. So I think we can now proceed. So I want to just make a reminder: information well delivered in 1 hour. Awesome. Thank you very much, Linda. I want to make a reminder about the Google Bootcamp. That is Google Hustle Academy. Please, if you are still interested, I think the link was shared earlier and it can still be dropped. Can SEO and SEM be applied to Google website? Yes, it can be applied to Google website, Joy. Yes, you can apply that. Uh, okay, Inkiru said, please stop rushing next time. Okay, so sorry about that, Nkiru. We actually have just 1 hour to spend for the overall section, and to ensure I finish my slide, I need to actually be I need to ensure that I actually go as fast but not too fast as possible, right? So thank you for that. I'm so sorry you had to actually follow me in that speed. Uh, Okay, Kiri said, yeah, yeah, I totally agree because we actually started a bit late and we need to finish up within the space of 1 hour. So sorry about that. Thank you very much, Kiri, for raising that. Right. So thank you very much for that. So I think the link for the Google Hustle Academy will actually be dropped also. So now we do advise on the next step. So In Kiruka, if there are any things you need to understand or you want to learn more about what we have discussed, there's what we call the Google University of Resources, where you can actually get more content, more free courses, and all of that about all the entire thing we have been saying and creating awareness about. So you can go to this link, learndigital.withgoogle.com. The link will also be dropped for you in the chat section. Please, there are a lot of resources you might want to go and read. So we keep learning every day. We keep learning, relearning, and unlearning as well. So feel free, please, to go for. Okay, what is the title or topic for today's class? Yes, create your digital marketing strategy is the title for today's session. So thank you very much for that. And please don't forget, if you're on any of these social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, you can do well to connect with Google Digital Skills for Africa on Facebook by going to www.facebook.com/digital skills for Africa. And if you're on Twitter, you can go to twitter.com/digital skill AF. And if you're on Instagram, please, you can connect with Google Digital Skills for Africa on Instagram as well by going to instagram.com/digital skills AF as well. So that of Impactor also will be shared to you in the chat section. So you can please do well to connect with Impactor. And most importantly, please don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube handle. Click on the subscribe button and also on the bell icon so that you get prompt notification at least 30 minutes ahead of time anytime we are about going live. We have a lot of amazing training coming through this particular channel. So please ensure you click on the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get the notification in time. So thank you very much for your time, and we do apologize for actually the break in transmission earlier during the start of the session. So at this point, I want to say thank you very much for everyone. Thank you to my amazing moderators, Sandra and Beryl as well, for actually stepping in, and also Chidema at the back end for ensuring we have a smooth broadcast. So from me, this is bye from me, and I want to wish you amazing rest of your day, right? So you can do well to enjoy the rest of your day. We get to see you in the next subsequent training. So thank you very much and have a nice day.